Hello. Hello to everyone.
Hello. Good morning, good evening
Good morning.
for
Yeah.
someone, maybe.
Yeah, according to the rules, before 11, it is good morning. After 11, it's good afternoon. So,
Maybe for someone, it's already good night for
yeah.
some of the part of the world. Yeah. Can you please send us some kind of signs that you can hear us?
The sound. Yeah.
Okay, great. Thank you.
So we have many visitors this today. So let us start after a while. So we are actually happy to invite you for the Friday talks. We have me and Oksana decided to bring back the Friday talks to life after some time of after pause. That would actually use this pause to develop some more new product and to gain some more experience. But for those who join us, maybe for the first time and haven't seen the Friday talks before, I would take this opportunity, first of all, to thank all of you to join us today. And during this meeting or call, let's call it Friday talks. Normally, we talk about the one particular topic, and we also you are welcome to ask questions. So we do not have any strict rules. So the our suggestion from our side that you may put questions in the chat while we do the conversation. Also, you may raise your hand and go online and also ask questions as we do in a normal life, not just texting. And today our topic is the anthracite. And I think before we jump in the anthracite, I think it would be nice to say a few words about ourselves. So first I would introduce the lady, Oksana. Oksana is my colleague, and Oksana is responsible for the sales, for the international sales, and in general, and but first of all for the customer service, and I would say for the customer satisfaction. So Oksana and her team are doing her best to make you, our customers, happy with the products, delivery, and of course information. And I will introduce myself. I am Rostislav, and I'm responsible for product development at Ecosoft. And today we will talk about the anthracite. This is it. Oksana, maybe you will add a few words if you want.
Yeah, first of all, I would like to say that I'm happy to see everyone. I'm very glad to see, like, on this our first this year Friday talk, so many guests from different part of the world, and I do think that we will have more guests in a few minutes. Yes, and as Rosti told, today is basically, yeah, we are responsible. My team, I'm responsible for spreading the products, but very most important that Rostislav is and his team, they are the people who are creating those products. And one of these recently created product and launching to the market product is the anthracite cabinets that we proudly presented at Aquatech 2023 as the new product. We came with the several edition, and now this product is the on 100% completed, and we would like to present it more to you and help you to present it more to the market, because this product has a lot of features for us, for you as the companies and the dealers who work with this products, and for the consumer as well. So I guess we can start with
Yeah, I will.
questions and answers.
Yeah, I will share, Oksana. I will share the screen right now,
Okay.
just to give some visualization of our conversation. Yeah? So today we will speak about the softener. And now I'm on our web page, and so these are the family on the screen. You may see a family of Ecosoft softeners, And today we will talk about the Anthracite Azure Softeners that we call the most efficient. And we could discover and investigate why we call it most efficient. And also we would talk about the Anthracite Gold units that are Ecomix units. So this is our topic for today. And we may start, Oksana, with your questions.
Yeah, good. The first part of my question that I would like to ask is basically they are general. So why did the idea of creating the anthracite came up?
Yeah, the idea came up to do the anthracite just after we finalized the titanium line. So first we introduced to the market the titanium the titanium gold line that are the best in class softeners based on the components that are produced by Clark but assembled here in Belgium. And then when we finalized it, we realized that this is a product that is loved by many water professionals, but there were still a lot of inquiries and requests from our customers to have also a high flow unit, but with maybe a little bit better pricing and a little bit better pricing, not only from cost point of view, but also from the maintenance point of view. And then we had some ideas in R&D and in our marketing and also the sales team. And then we decided to create a new product line that we called Anthracite. And the main idea of this product line is to provide it, to make it, as we call, most effective, meaning that it is still have a high flow rate, high performance, but requires less maintenance in comparison to the titanium gold. And also a little bit better price. So this was the idea, and this is how the anthracite was decided to be created.
And why is anthracite?
With anthracite, it's easy because we like this kind of color. And then we decided that let's call it this way. It is, I will share the screen again and show some nice photos of the anthracite from our web page. Actually, we like the anthracite color, not because just we like it. Yeah, we like it when we put something with the anthracite color in the environment, in the household environment, like here in the laundry, or we put it in the room with washing machines and the boilers. Then when it has a gray light, it looks nice. Yeah, it's nice. And then even from the like everyday life of consumer, this is also nice because it's practical. It always stay clean in comparison to the white softeners, and so this is why it is anthracite.
Okay, and you also mentioned that we as Ecosoft we created anthracite when we finalized the titanium. But what was the reason by having the titanium also adding the new softener to the range?
Well, now I have to jump a little bit to the titanium line. And I have to maybe to a little bit explain what is the titanium for. So the titanium is a unit that is made of components that are, all of them are NSF certified and assembled by Ecosoft here in Belgium. And there are many dealers, many water professionals who like this kind of equipment. Yeah, I will jump to the titanium line and just to explain. So if we look at the titanium line, so the cabinet body itself is produced by Clark in the US. Then here we use the CE valve that is produced also by Clark, but this is the valve that was designed by Ecosoft from the programming point of view and then produced by Clark. And then we use the clock pressure vessels. I think we are one of few companies who still deliver the units with clock pressure vessels. Not even every company knows that clock produce the pressure vessels. And yeah, there are many dealers who like this approach, and this is why we have titanium gold. Yeah, but there are many others who wants to have maybe a more basic product, and then this is the reason why we have both, yeah, titanium line and the anthracite line.
Okay, thank you. What is the anthracite product portfolio? Could you please tell us, and what are the difference between those two lines?
We started anthracite, and the first idea on the anthracite was, of course, with Ecomix. So we know that our like everyday job of our customers is water treatment for household applications. So this is what these inquiries I think we get every day, and when we look at those inquiries, we will discover that the majority of cases we need what we need. We need a water filter or a water softener for a household with two bathrooms. And if you have a well water supply, normally you have iron in the water, and then to the solution is we need a unit that would both reduce the hardness, reduce the iron, and then would deliver 2 cubes an hour flow. The 2 cubes an hour, 2 cubic meters per hour flow rate is a flow rate enough for bathrooms, for 2 bathrooms and the kitchen. Yeah, 1.8 to be more precise, but in general it's 2 cubes an hour. And then what options do we have? Either we use the B block units, a tank and a brine tank, what of course is a regular product, but we prefer to have a cabinet solution here because the cabinet looks better, needs less space, and it's much easier to sell. And then this was an idea to create a anthracite gold unit with the flow rate of 2 cubic meters per hour for well water treatment. So this is one part of the portfolio. And if we look at I will again jump to our web page. So this is a part of the portfolio, and this is how anthracite was started. So we have two units here. The unit that I have just explained is this one, the anthracite gold. The anthracite gold. With 37 liters of the Ecomix, and then it delivers 1.8 cubic meter per hour flow. Then on the other hand, we have many customers who have tap water supply, and then they don't have any iron. So for them, we designed Anthracite Azure line. That is a softener. And basically in total, we have 4 models. 2 for Ecomix units, 2 for softening, and 1 model for a house with two bathrooms, and for a house with 1 bathroom and a kitchen. So this is basically the portfolio.
Okay, but what was the reason, for example, to choose these two particular sizes, 25 liters and 37 liters? Why not more?
These flow rates are, I would say, 90% of all the requests we have from the market for the household applications. But by the way, not only the household applications. And this is why to cover these applications, we can use 2 models. And by the way, 2 models is also very nice for our customers, because if you have only 2 models, like not 4, not 5, then it's easier from the warehouse point of view and from the logistic point of view, also from the marketing point of view. Yeah, you have 2 models on your web page or in your catalog on the stock, and then if you could cover 90% of the cases, yeah, it's as simple as that.
Yeah, it is. Thank you, Rosti. Another question. Where the anthracite line are produced?
Yeah, the anthracite line, the anthracite softeners are produced here in Belgium. So we have invested in the mold, and we have our own, first of all, the design. So we have internally we have made the design of the unit itself, then the mold, and then they are produced here in Belgium. Then we have the clock disc valve that is produced in the United States, and then we assemble everything together here at our facility in Zelle. And then, yeah, this is how it is produced.
Okay, and what kind of manipulations with the softeners are done before the shipment?
So this is a little bit wider question. I would prefer to answer it in a wider range.
Okay,
Not particularly for the anthracite, but what is our mindset when we deliver softeners?
Okay.
So when we try to do as much plug and play as possible. So this is our first approach. Because we know that you, as our customers, have so many things to do on site. So you have to connect pipes, to connect electricity, then to do the startup, test the water before and after. So everything what we can do at our factory, we do. So first of all, we program all the valves. So for example, if you buy the Anthracite Azure 250, the valve itself is programmed for Anthracite Azure 250. It means that all the settings like the regeneration sequence, the amount of salt for regeneration, the capacity, everything is programmed. And this is first. Then when we do the programming, we also do additional check of the valve. So we do the first regeneration manually just to see is everything all right, if everything is connected. And then when you get the product, almost, I would say almost 100%, everything is okay with the valve. No issues with faults. Even though it is a clock valve, from time to time, we may have some failures. It's equipment. So we minimize this failure as much as possible. For example, a very small thing, we also connect the transformer to the valve. For those who work with the clock valve knows that you have to remove the PC board to connect the transformer. So we do it on site. So your technicians would spend a little bit less time on site to connect the transformer. So these are the manipulations we do. And then we put all other components in the box, like the connection kits. So this is the approach we do.
So basically you start talking about already about my next question about what customer gets together with the softener inside the box. What is the kit for the softener?
So I would suggest I will show. I would not answer, but I will show. So we have here, my colleague will help me. Okay, let me change that. So this is here we have the anthracite. Maybe we could come a little.
Yeah, you need to move the screen because we see only the top of the cover.
Yeah, now we will see. But you can take it in your hand and just show it. So basically, this is the softener.
Rosti, nothing happened.
Nothing
No,
happened.
I still see your upper body.
But maybe you have to.
Oh, yeah. Now what we can see if you. But can you turn off your camera?
Yes.
So we can see
It's not possible.
Yeah, it's possible. It's good.
I have already turned off. So what is in the box? So we have the valve already installed here. Then we have the salt lid. It is here. So if you look inside, maybe quite heavy. So we have a brine well inside, but it's a brine well with the float, and it's a good one. So with a float and with a safety float, of course, with the air check inside. I think we may show it. Also, it is fixed in the bottom. So when you would put salt inside, it would stay in the vertical position.
Guys, we do not hear you.
You don't hear us.
Now we can hear you. Yeah, now it's good.
So also what we have is the valve. Valve is of course mounted. It's quite heavy, so the Ecomix is inside. And then, as I mentioned, we have the transformer. It's here. It's already connected. Then what is also important to mention that here on the back we have a special sticker actually that has a lot of necessary information. So first of all, you see the model of the softener. So you see that this is the Anthracite Gold 370. Then you have the part number. Also, you have a QR code that actually give you a immediate access to the Quick Connect guide that I will show later. Also a small, I don't know, maybe not all of you knows that if you would remove the back plate of the valve, you will see another sticker with a serial code and the date of the manufacturing. So this is also sometimes important to know when the unit was built. This is it. Then on the back of the product, so there is a overflow set. It's somehow integrated in the cabinet body, so it is inside the body, and then it is at the same time easy to connect the overflow pipe, but it's not. It's the overflow elbow does not go outside the unit, so it is actually safe from the transportation point of view, and then you could really put as close to the wall as possible the unit. So this is what we have in the unit. Then we have the connection kit. It is straight 3/4 connection kit, and then we have the manual. And the manual has a sticker also with the manufacturing date. And actually, we prefer to have as less pages as possible and just to use less paper. So you see, it's quite thin. So this is what is in the box. Let's put it back.
And if to go back to the valve, the disc valve comes up with the mixing valve, yeah. And how best to use the mixing valve and what it is for?
Let me let us show the disc. Back. Yeah. So what we actually do, we deliver.
Turn. Yeah. Good. Thank you.
If you can, because I don't see.
We see now. Everything's okay now.
So we use the disc valve with the notification with the mixing valve. So the mixing valve is on the back side, on the back part of the valve itself. And actually the mixing valve allows you to adjust the water hardness according to your requirements. For Ecomix, for the anthracite gold, we recommend to, of course, to close it completely, because then you would blend some iron together with hardness. But for the softening, for the Anthracite Azure Softener, of course, you will use the mixing valve to adjust the softened water hardness.
Okay, and just stay, Rosti, stay where you are. Just while you are near that cabinet, can you please also tell us? So we know that the anthracite cabinet is downflow cabinet, but with the disc valve has the feature that we can change it.
This is quite a good question. So here, if you look at the disc valve from the face, so it has the injector part, and then contrary to the WS1 valve that comes from Clark, the disc valve is designed to be flexible when you want to change from upflow to downflow. Yeah, to do this, you have to unscrew. I would not do this now, but you have to open these two parts, and then you could switch the location of the injector and the plug. This is first step. The second step, you have to change the programming from downflow to upflow. And then you, by these two actions, you convert the downflow mode to upflow mode. The important detail that when you move from downflow to upflow mode, you have to also change the type of the injector. The size of the injector. Normally for the upflow mode, you have to use a smaller injector in comparison to the downflow mode. So this is the difference. This is the feature that is available with the disc valve. Again, contrary to WS1 valve.
And sorry, it's trying to improvise while you are standing here. And why? So we know that upflow has some more benefits than downflow in terms of the salt consumption, etc. Why we decided to fix downflow regeneration in our cabinets? Why not upflow?
Well, first of all, by default, it is downflow. And as I explained, you may change to upflow on site. Yeah, we decided to start with the downflow because there is a difference in the performance point of view between downflow and upflow. So the downflow is more constant way and more stable way to do the regeneration. So it is not so influenced by the fluctuations of the feed pressure, and it is not so influenced by the turbidity in the water. The upflow mode for sure can give you more opportunities with the salt savings, but the upflow mode need to be it's more, I would say, delicate way to do the regeneration. So by delicate, I mean you need a more constant feed pressure, and then you have a better you need to have a better prefiltration just to protect the upflow injector because it has a smaller size. But again, both modes are possible.
Okay, good. Thank you, Rosti. We have a question in the chat from the beautiful Slovakia. What % is it able to mix in? We are talking about the mixing valve.
Let me read what percentage is to be able to mix in. Well, you could mix in. It is not a. I have to switch on my camera. So the percentage is quite high. I actually, to be honest, I don't know the exact value, but actually you could mix, I think, up to 50% of the flow, so that so you could actually mix quite a high amount, and then yeah.
More question, Rosti. There is, for example, when you can read it.
Yeah, for example, when the hardness is lower, let's say, If the 50 is okay, then it is great. Yeah. So you could actually adjust the hardness in a wide range. But I will actually, it's a good question. I will provide a more exact answer then afterwards, just to give you a certain value in liters per minute. What can be the mixing flow rate?
Okay. Maybe what, for example, what other additional or complementary products can be supplied with the anthracite cabinets, but not only with the anthracite cabinets?
So I will share the screen, and I would better show this. Yeah, so now you see again the web page. Actually, you could, when you are on the product card, actually you could browse down and see what you could add. So first we could add the connection kit. The connection kit, but you will require the 3/4 one. Now, the connection kit is a set of pipes and fittings that actually allows you to connect the softener quite fast to the pipelines. So we have the two flexible hoses for inlet and outlet, and also we have two flexible hoses to connect the drain and overflow. And of course, we have a fitting that makes it much more easier to connect this the drain pipe to the valve, and also the clamps, just to fix the pipe. So this is first what we recommend to have. Then for sanitization purposes, you could use the softener hygiene guard. So this is the chlorination cell that can be easily connected to the disc valve as well as WS valve, and then you could adjust it for the certain softener. This will be needed to do the hygiene cleaning of the media. So every regeneration during brining, there would be some concentration of chlorine. In particular, there is something around 2 and 4 ppm of chlorine. So every time the unit is regenerated, it will be disinfected with the chlorine. And then the siphon connection, well, it's two in one. So first, it's just easy to connect the softener to the sewage system. And then the second benefit has an air gap. It has an air gap to protect the softener from the drain line, from the sewage line. And so this is very good and very useful, I would think, accessory for all softeners. And also, it has two connections. It reminds every installer that there should be two pipes connected to the siphon, meaning, of course, the drain line, but also the overflow line. Yeah, normally the overflow line is not connected. This is just left as it is, but here it like reminds, that also please connect the overflow line. Yeah, so this is it, and of course the connection multi-block line. Yeah, it's the last two coming from BWT, but these are very useful units for the installation. Actually, the connection module has inlet, outlet. Then you connect the softener with the flexible hoses. Actually, with this large knob, you can shut off the softener and open the bypass. And with the small one, you could also use it as a sampling point. So what is also very important for the maintenance. And finally, the salt. Actually, you could also buy salt together with and deliver salt together with the softener. So as you see, a variety.
A variety of things. Good. Just again to return to the set of the cabinet, let's talk about bit more about the media that we use inside. What type of media we use inside of anthracite line?
Yeah, in anthracite line we use the Ecomix media. This is Ecomix A. That is designed to remove the hardness, iron, manganese, ammonia, and moderate amount of organic matter. And in the titanium azure line, we use the cation exchange resin, the good quality cation exchange resin for softening. So this is what we use.
Why not C? Why not Ecomix C? Why A?
And normally Ecomix A covers all the basic requests that we have and our customers have. And as soon as the anthracite line is also a basic line, then we think this combination would work much better. Basic request, honest price, and honest price because it has a relevant specification. Yeah, the titanium gold that has Ecomix C normally is covering more specific requests, and this is why there we have Ecomix C, because Ecomix C is more universal media. Yeah, it has a better performance on all contaminants, including better removal efficiency of organic matter. And then in a better unit, we have a better Ecomix C, and just to meet higher requests.
Okay, thank you. So the general part of the question finished. Now let's talk about the technical parameters. What parameters make anthracite different from the other softeners on the market?
So I would say there are several parameters that make them different. So first is the flow rate. So if we look at the Anthracite Azure 370, so its flow rate is 3 cubic meters per hour that we could get from the cabinet type softener. That is quite high. So this is first, and secondary, this is the salt, the capacity of the salt tank. So it is 120 kilos for Anthracite Azure 370 and 135 kilos for Anthracite Azure 250. So it means that it has extended capacity and large capacity, and then it allows actually to have many benefits that I think we will talk a little later. So these two, the high flow rate and the large capacity of the salt tank are two parameters that make anthracite different.
And the question, how we were able to achieve such a high flow capacity and such a long term between the regenerations?
Yeah, with the high flow rate, actually we use that in the Anthracite Azure 370, we use the pressure vessel with 12-inch in diameter and 35-inch in height. So this pressure vessel can accommodate 37 liters of the ion exchange resin, and actually this tank size provide a flow rate of 3 cubic meters per hour flow. So this is the pressure vessel. So the direct and the short answer is the size of the pressure vessels that we managed to integrate in the cabinet type. And then the second benefit of anthracite, this is why we, by the way, call it most effective, is the period of time between salt refill. So if we take the Anthracite Azure softener, then the time between salt refill can be up to 15 months. Yeah, 15 till the next salt refill. So these are two important benefits.
Okay. And what about the service? How often should the cabinet be serviced, and what exactly should be serviced?
This is the service, and the frequency of service is another benefit of the anthracite, because As soon as it's equipped with the clog disc valve, actually it requires a less service than other softeners. We recommend, our general recommendation, do service once a year. Normally maybe 15 months. Yeah, if we talk about the Anthracite Azure Softener, not a mix unit, then you could come once in 15 months or once a year. Once a year, it depends also on the policy, on the service policy of every water treatment company. And then the clock valve, actually, this is the main part that would require service, would require the maintenance only for the injector part. So this is different to the clock WS valve, where you have to do the maintenance of both the injector part, and also you have to open the valve to do the maintenance of the piston and the spacer. So if we talk about the clock disc valve, so here we do only the injector part. And the recommendation from the clock is that as soon as it works, don't do any maintenance of the ceramic discs that are inside, because they are much more reliable than the spacer and the piston that are in the WS1 valve.
Okay, is it related to that? That's because the ceramic disc has this diamond carbon coating, and does it really diamond carbon coating on it?
Yeah, it's exactly relates to this feature. So these are the discs. So these are the two discs that are inside, and then they are basically the diamond carbon coating is this black. As you may see, the discs are made of white ceramics, but on top of it, on top of one of the discs, so you see the one is white, and the second one is covered with the black layer, and this black layer is a diamond carbon coating that makes the surface much more durable. Even though this ceramic is durable, but with the carbon coating, it becomes even more durable. And the benefit for us, and especially for the technicians, is that if anything would trap inside between discs, it will be just smashed and then washed away during the regeneration. So it is, I would say, almost impossible to damage these both discs. And this is why the maintenance is needed, but much more rare in comparison to other valves. And also it's important, at this point also it's important to mention that I think clog disc valve is the only valve that provides two discs made of ceramic. There are other valves on the market that have the disc construction inside, but normally they are made of plastic, like hard types of plastic, but finally this is plastic. And when you have any like sharp part or like a piece of sand, then it could easily damage the disc.
Okay, so may I assume that we need some kind of minimum pretreatment for this type of softeners?
Well, from the technical point of view, the sediment prefiltration is not needed at all. So this is also important to say that we do not need a sediment filter to protect the discs. The injector that is inside the valve is protected by the sediment filter that is integrated in the injector part. And there is a special screen. And then from the technical point of view, again, it doesn't need a sediment filter. What it means, how we use this feature. So we know that there are some rules that exist many years on the market that before the softener, we normally install a sediment filter. So we say, okay, we can follow these rules and it is okay. But if there are some areas, like when you mount a cabinet softener in the kitchen under the sink, where you have not many space and you don't have a space for the sediment filter, then you could use the pink softener, for example. Yeah, anthracite would be too large. Yeah, but you can go with the pink softener that is equipped with the same disc valve without any prefiltration. So this is the approach and recommendations on the prefiltration.
Okay, that's great. Thank you, Rosti. Actually, I'm out of the question in my list, but I'm glad that we have the question in the chat. So can you please take a look on that?
Yeah, so there is a question, what is the key benefits of the softener for the end user? So for the end user, I would say there are two main benefits. So the first benefit is the high flow rate. Yeah, so a softener that gives 3 cubes an hour, at the first look, may be too high flow. But if we look at the apartments today, very often they have the tropical showers, they could have jacuzzi, uh, they could have other devices that consume high amount of water in a minute. So if this is the case for you, the anthracite softener is the right product for these cases, yeah, to meet highest flow rates. Then the second benefit is the enlarged capacity of the salt tank. So for the end user, it means that a water treatment company may come once a year, maybe even rare, would put salt in it, and then and that's would also happen once a year. And then the end consumer should not go to DIY store, yeah, buy heavy bags of salt, bring it to his house, and then load it and to look at the level of salt. So this is also a benefit, like a comfort that the anthracite gives to end user. And also having this possibility, this is another business opportunity for the dealer. So when you sell the anthracite softener, you may come once a year with uh, some bags of salt, put it in the softener, and then you can say that we will come in a year, bring another 6 or 7 bags of salt, and then it's a benefit both for the end consumer and for the dealer, yeah, to have additional business.
Okay, thank you for the answer. Yeah, maybe we have other questions. Yes, we have.
And thank you for the question. Yeah, the pressure vessel made of the fiberglass. So this is a standard high quality pressure vessels. If we look at the anthracite gold with Ecomix unit, it has already Ecomix media itself has already the gravel. So it has the support layer. If we look at the Anthracite Azure Softeners, so it has only the ion exchange resin inside. So we do not put any gravel inside because we think that for such a small vessels like 10 and 12 inch, it is better not to have a gravel because the volume of the dome, bottom dome, is so small, then it's you make life more complicated for the technicians rather than benefit from having a gravel. So we do not have any gravel in the softener in the Anthracite Azure. I think we are very close to finish our conversation, and so we can actually have two suggestions for our next talk that will be in 2 weeks. So now we think that we will do it bi-monthly, and we have few suggestions. So the first suggestion is to go with the softener topic and then look inside the disc valve. And there are so many things to explain. Also, we gained a lot of experience last year with the disc valve, and so this is one way. Or we can jump to the 4-inch commercial units, and we have a lot of news in the 4-inch commercial units to present, to explain. Yeah, if you have any preferences, you may say it in the chat. So either disc valve or 4-inch commercial units. Also, before we finish, I would also tell you how you would found the videos. So here on Ecosoft.com, we have a dedicated page. So if you scroll down, we have a dedicated page for the Friday talks. And at this page, you will find on Monday, you will find new videos. The video from the today's Friday talk, and then you may share this video with your colleagues. So look it for the second time to find out the details. And also you may see here, you may find here videos from the previous Friday talks that are dedicated to specific products. So this is all from our side. If
no more question, we would like to say thank you for joining us. Waiting for your maybe other comments, maybe other questions will come up later. So you are welcome to send them directly to me, to Rosti, or to your dedicated CSR or sales manager. And see you in 2 weeks.
Yeah, thank you. Also, thank you for the participation. We wish you nice weekends. And talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.